Hello, Cancer, and welcome to your reading. I want you to take a breath before we begin because what is coming through for you today is something that touches on one of the deepest needs of your soul, the need to belong, the need to feel truly at home, not just in a physical space, but in the world, with the people around you, within yourself. And what the cards are showing me is that something has shifted. The searching is changing in quality. The feeling of being slightly out of place, of almost fitting but not quite, of being welcomed but not entirely known, that feeling is beginning to dissolve because you are finding your people, Cancer, your real people, the ones who see you fully and welcome exactly that. So, in this reading, we are going to look at where you are right now in your sense of belonging. What has made connection feel difficult or incomplete in the recent past? What is coming in as your tribe gathers? And what the universe is preparing for you as you step into the fullness of being truly home. Let us dive in. All right. Let me pull the first cards for your current energy. What is showing up for Cancer right now? The Six of Cups arrives first, and this card always carries a warmth that I can almost feel physically when it shows up. The Six of Cups is the card of home, of emotional warmth, of genuine sweetness. It often shows images of children, of innocence, of pure and uncomplicated affection. And what it is saying to you right now, Cancer, is that there is a return happening, not necessarily to a specific place or a specific person, though that energy may be present too. A return to a feeling, the feeling of being safe with people, the feeling of being received without having to perform or protect or manage impressions. The cards are showing me that you are moving back towards something that felt lost, a softness and connection that you maybe stopped expecting because experiences had taught you to expect its absence. And it is coming back. It is already beginning to return. Let me pull another card. What else is in your current energy? The Three of Cups arrives. Oh, beautiful. The Three of Cups shows three figures with cups raised in celebration, and they are looking at each other, not at the cups. The joy is not in what they have, it is in who they are with. This is the card of genuine community, of belonging that is celebratory, of people who are genuinely glad you are there, not because you are useful or because you fill a role, but because you are you and your presence genuinely adds something irreplaceable. The cards are showing me that this energy is entering your life, a gathering, a coming together of people who share something real with you, values, vision, an understanding of the world that feels like home when you encounter it in others. The Three of Cups in your current energy says the gathering is happening. You may already be in the middle of it without fully realizing it yet. Look around, Cancer. Look at who is showing up consistently, who makes you feel lighter when they are there, who asks real questions and actually waits for real answers. Those are your people. One more card for the current energy. Tell me more, Spirit. The star appears. And I genuinely want to pause on this for a moment because the star arriving in your current energy after what you have likely been through is significant. The star is the card of renewed hope, of faith returning after a period of real difficulty, of looking up after a long time, of looking down and seeing that the sky is still full of light. The cards are showing me that a quiet restoration is happening in you, Cancer, a restoration of faith in connection, of trust that there are people in this world who are genuinely safe, of belief that you can be fully yourself with others and be loved for it rather than diminished by it. The star does not shout. It shines quietly, and that is exactly what this renewal feels like. Not a sudden explosion of social belonging, a quiet, steady, growing sense of being in the right place with the right people, a sense of rightness that settles in gently and then deepens. If this is already touching something for you, drop a comment below. I would love to know you are here. All right, let us look at the recent past. What brought you to this moment, Cancer? Because Spirit wants to honor the road that led here. The Five of Cups appears in the recent past, and I want to speak to this with real care because for Cancer, this card can be particularly tender. The Five of Cups shows grief, real grief, not necessarily death, though for some of you it may be. The grief of a relationship that ended before you were ready, a community that dispersed, a home that changed, a belonging that was real, and then, for reasons that may not have been within your control, was no longer available. Some of you have been carrying a specific heartache about connection, About a place where you felt you belonged and then did not anymore. About a person or a group of people who felt like home and then felt like loss. And that experience of losing belonging has made it genuinely hard to trust new belonging when it offers itself. The cards are showing me this grief sitting in your recent past, and I want you to know that it is seen, it is acknowledged, it was real, and it is allowed to have mattered as much as it did. Let me pull another card for the recent past. What else does Spirit want to show me? The Four of Cups arrives. Yes. So, layered on top of that grief was a withdrawal. The Four of Cups is the card of emotional retreat, of turning inward, of sitting with your feelings rather than reaching outward for connection. And for Cancer, who is a deeply feeling sign with an enormous capacity for both love and hurt, this kind of withdrawal makes complete sense. When belonging has cost you, you become careful with where you extend your heart. You stop reaching as readily. You start assessing people more thoroughly before letting them in. You build the walls a little higher, the moat a little wider, the drawbridge a little slower to lower. And here's what I want to say about that: it was wise, it was protective. You were keeping yourself safe while you healed. But the cards are showing me that the protection has started to cost you things it was never meant to cost you. It has been keeping good people at a distance that they were not meant to be kept at. And it is time to let the drawbridge down again, selectively, carefully, but down. One more card for the recent past. What else is here? The reversed Eight of Pentacles appears. So there has also been a period of feeling like you were working very hard at relationships and not getting a return that felt proportionate, pouring into connections that were not replenishing you in kind, giving your Cancer care and nurturing and emotional labor into spaces and people that were not giving back in the way you needed. And that imbalance was quietly draining you. The reversed Eight of Pentacles in the recent past says you were overworking in the wrong fields, investing your heart where the soil was not right for what you were planting. And the exhaustion of that misalignment was part of what drove you into the Four of Cups withdrawal. But here is what is changing: the fields are becoming right again. The soil is shifting, and what you plant now will grow. Let us look at what is coming in. This is where everything starts to open. Let me pull these cards now. The Ace of Cups arrives immediately. Oh, Cancer, this is such a perfect card for what is coming in for you. The Ace of Cups is the purest form of emotional beginning, a cup overflowing, an opening of the heart, a new emotional chapter that is full of potential and generosity and the possibility of real, nourishing connection. The universe extending toward you a cup that is full. The cards are showing me a new beginning in the realm of belonging and connection. Something is starting, a relationship, a community, a feeling of home that is genuinely new, not a recycled version of an old dynamic. Something fresh, something that does not carry the weight of old patterns because it has not been touched by them yet. The Ace of Cups in your incoming energy is one of the most beautiful signals you can receive if you have been through a period of emotional drought. It says the rains are coming, the heart is ready, the cup is about to be filled. Another card. Tell me more about what is coming. The Ten of Cups arrives, and I genuinely love it when these cards show up together. The Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups in the same reading are like seeing the beginning and the completion of the most beautiful emotional story. The Ten of Cups is often called the wish card of the emotional realm. It is the card of true happiness, of family, of the kind of belonging that is so deep and so complete that when you are in it, you know without any doubt that this is home. The cards are showing me that this energy is available to you, Cancer. This level of belonging, this depth of community, this feeling of being so fully accepted and so genuinely loved that the searching finally stops. This is the destination the cards are pointing toward, and it is not as far as it has felt. Let me pull one more card for the incoming energy. What else is coming for Cancer? The Two of Cups appears. Beautiful. So, in addition to the broader sense of community and belonging, the cards are showing me a specific one to one connection coming in, a relationship of genuine equals, someone who sees you and you see them in return, where the exchange is real and mutual and nourishing in both directions, where you do not have to manage or minimize yourself to keep the peace, where your full emotional nature, your depth of feeling, your capacity for care is not too much, but exactly right. This connection may be romantic, it may be a deep friendship. The cards are not being specific about the form, but the quality is clear: real seeing, real mutuality, real home in another person. Let me now look at what to be aware of as this belonging arrives, because Spirit wants you to navigate clearly. The reverse Knight of Cups comes in here, and this is a gentle but important message. The reverse Knight of Cups can sometimes indicate idealization, projecting onto new people or new communities the belonging you have been longing for before you have had enough time to genuinely know them. Moving emotionally fast because the need for belonging is strong, giving your heart before you have truly seen who you are giving it to. The cards are asking you to let belonging develop at its own pace, Cancer. Let people show you over time who they actually are, rather than deciding quickly that they are everything you have been looking for. Your intuition about people is strong. Trust it, but also give it enough time and enough information to actually work. Real belonging, the deep kind, the Ten of Cups kind, grows slowly. It is built on many small moments of genuine showing up. It cannot be rushed. And the version of you that has done the healing you have done, that version deserves the real thing. Do not settle for the idea of belonging when the actual belonging is what is coming. Let me pull the final messages from Spirit and your guides now. The Empress arrives as a guiding message. And for Cancer, the Empress is a deeply nurturing presence. She is the great mother energy, the one who creates sanctuary, who nourishes what is in her care, who understands that love expressed through tending and caring and creating warmth is one of the highest forms of love there is. Your guides are saying that the belonging you create for others is returning to you now. The sanctuary you have provided, the safety you have offered, the way you have held space for people in their most vulnerable moments. That energy is cycling back. The universe has been watching how you love Cancer, and it is sending people who will love you in kind. What you have given is coming back to you. One final card. What last message do the guides have for Cancer? The world arrives. And this is such a powerful closing energy for this reading. The world is wholeness, completion, the sense of being exactly where you are supposed to be in a world that is exactly as it is supposed to be. And arriving as your final message, it is saying something I want you to really receive. You belong in this world, Cancer, fully, not despite your sensitivity, your depth, your enormous capacity for feeling, because of it. The world needs people who feel things deeply and express that feeling with genuine care. The world needs people who create home wherever they go, who instinctively know what others need and find ways to provide it, who understand that belonging is not found, it is built, one act of genuine warmth at a time. The world is saying you are complete, Cancer, you are whole. And the tribe that is forming around you is forming because of who you already are. Let me bring this home for you now. Cancer, there is something tender at the center of this reading, and I want to honor it before we close. You have been looking for home for a while, not always consciously, but that deep seeking, that longing for a place and a people where you can truly rest, where you do not have to manage or perform or protect, where being exactly who you are is enough, has been with you through a stretch of real difficulty. You have grieved connections that ended, you have withdrawn to heal. You have poured yourself into relationships that were not right for what you were carrying. And through all of that, you have been doing the quiet, essential work of learning what real belonging actually feels like versus what it looks like on the surface. And because of that work, because of the discernment you have developed, the belonging that is arriving now is going to be different from what came before. It is going to be real. It is going to be deep. It is going to be the kind that does not require you to be smaller or quieter or less. The Ace of Cups is opening. The Ten of Cups is on the horizon. The Three of Cups is already beginning to form around you. Your people are gathering, Cancer. Your tribe is here. Your home is forming. Let yourself be found. Let yourself be welcomed. Let yourself arrive. If this reading touched something real in you today, I would love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me what part of this landed. Say I received this or share what belonging means to you. Your words mean so much to me. And if you know a Cancer who has been feeling like they do not quite belong, Share this reading with them. They need to hear it. Make sure you are subscribed with notifications on so you never miss your next reading. Cancer, you belong here. You belong with the people who are coming. You belong in the fullness of the life that is opening. I am sending you so much love and light. Take care of your beautiful heart, and I will see you in the next one.